You are not the manifestor. You are the medium to the manifestation. The manifestation comes through you. The manifestor is the universe. You don't need to know how to manifest. You are simply the channel. Welcome to the Manifesting Millions podcast, where we talk about manifestation, money, and practical guidance to creating your dream reality. My name is Amy Van Meel, and I am an experienced coach and transformation guide, obsessed with helping you get out of your own way and create a life that blows your mind each day you wake up. My goal in this podcast is to share practical manifestation, self-awareness, and growth techniques in real talk conversations. So if you're ready to massively transform your reality, your finances, your relationships, and your overall enjoyment of life, you are in the right place. I am absolutely delighted that you're here with me today, babe. Let's get into it. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to the Manifesting Millions podcast. If you tuned in last week, to you, it's an entire week later. To me, it's about 45 seconds later because I just started recording this next one, which means that I still have my sexy, gravelly voice, and I'm still working on my cup of tea and honey. So let's dive into it. I can feel my voice and my brain are starting to fade. So let's make today juicy and succinct and let's get into it. So as I mentioned last week, I am in a container of learning and transforming with Jim Fortin. And I promised that I would be sharing more about who I learned from. I've mentioned Catherine Zinkina a number of times. I am a huge fan of hers. I think that probably actually by the time this podcast comes out, her Manifestation Babe Academy will be closed for enrollment. But for those of you who might have said yes to her, I'm delighted for you. It's a program that I'll go through again. But right now it is all about Jim, and I'm learning some really amazing things. So I want to share something today that I learned from Jim earlier, and it blew my mind, and I'm going to do my best to kind of share where I'm at, but honestly, this is still a bit in processing. I just want to capture this right now in this moment for you. So Jim talks about manifestation, and he says, don't work to manifest. Manifestation gurus all tell you to manifest. They tell you to manifest. But he says, you are not the manifestor. You are the medium to the manifestation. The manifestation comes through you. The manifestor is the universe, and that is divine mind or consciousness. You don't need to know how to manifest. And then I added in, you are simply the channel. So I want to talk about that a little bit today. It is honestly, do you know when you have an injury or some surgery or something, and you have scar tissue in place, and for some serious injuries where you might get a massage or something to break down that scar tissue, right? So that your body can heal and become flexible and malleable again, but you got to break that down. My brain is currently in the breaking down of the scar tissue station on this process because this is a fucking enormous eye-opening for me. I have been, of course, taught by many people and or have heard it in this way that it is my job to manifest. I'm the person who's the manifestor. All the power exists in my hands. To have this shifted as, no, I'm not the one that's the manifestor. I'm not manifesting. I am the medium through which the manifestation arrives fucking blew my mind. I was like, whoa. It helps me align with um, some other sort of wisdom knowledge that I have learned over the years, which is, that our desires come from source. Now, here's the thing. Often that exact sentence is said to us in response to our feeling like we're being selfish or greedy or undeserving of these desires that we have. But when I shifted this perspective and went, wait a minute, hold the fucking phone. I'm the channel. I'm the channel. I'm not the person, I'm not the thing, the creation, the originator of this desire. I am the channel through which it arrives. Well, that changes the whole fucking game, because then it's not about, am I deserving of this? I'm the fucking channel, baby. Am I worthy of this? I'm the medium through which this comes through. And it gave me this really powerful insight to go, so if source has a desire, and you can use whatever word you want, God, Allah, I don't know, Buddha, whatever, whatever your version of something greater than yourself is, you know the drill, use what makes sense to you. I use source and universe interchangeably. The way that I understand it is that source, divine mind, whatever, cosmic creation, wants to experience things. And our souls incarnate here on earth with these specific desires and lessons and things that we want to experience. And that is sort of, how do I say this? And again, I may be saying this incorrectly, but here's where my current level of understanding is at this. We are in this co-creative place. So universe, this is how I'm seeing it now. Universe says, okay, I have a desire to experience the world as a global phenomenon, a superstar in every level who identifies and presents as female, who has outrageous success when she's very young, and who touches the lives of billions. And as a result, she generates billions of dollars, which the 3D world sees as a giant marker of success. So the universe has this desire. And then the soul goes, oh my God, I could totally be the channel for that desire. Put me in, coach. I want to be that channel. And so the soul manifests into the 3D and becomes human with all the joys that is 3D human life. And that soul goes through this particular life as the manifestation and the channel of that desire. The channel is known as Taylor Swift. I mean, you could probably also call her Beyonce, right? Jennifer Lopez, there's lots of them, but the channel I'm thinking of in particular is Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift as a channel has this amazing creative power of writing music that connects with people, that reaches them emotionally, that feels like powerful and juicy to them. And as a result, allows her to connect to billions of people. And that connection in her being the channel of this creative outlet allows this manifestation of a global audience of, $1 billion or whatever more she's at right now. But she is the channel. And her soul chose very specifically how her physical form would look so as to best set her up to be the channel. Because let's be very real, okay, let's just be super honest with each other here. If Taylor Swift was short and 110 pounds overweight and really unattractive, I don't care how well she can sing or how well she can write music, she would not have the career that she has today. Because the world is just unwilling or not ready or whatever for someone in that particular physical form to have the success and connection that Taylor Swift has. So Taylor Swift has this physical form that aligns with what the world expects and almost demands for someone to have in order to be in the industry to the scale that she is at. She's tall, she's slim, she's beautiful, right? Like, I don't care what you think about her. You can't deny those things. It's not about whether or not you think she's attractive. The world has agreed she's a beautiful woman. Full stop, right? That physical form has allowed her and really aligned her, excuse me, to be the channel for the manifestation that she's in. So what I want to bring this back to is it's not about needing to know how to manifest. And I know, I guarantee you that as this lesson unfolds and integrates into wisdom and becomes more, I don't know, clear, I suppose, in my life, I absolutely know that this is going to be dropping into my programs. I've got a really fun program that I will be launching in June. I'm very excited about it. If you ever wanted a guidebook for life or a guide for life, I got you. It's coming. Stay tuned. So I know for sure that this lesson is going to be arriving into my programs. But what I want you to think about today and maybe hold into your mind this week is like, okay, what if it's not about needing to know how to manifest? Meaning, what if I don't need to know exactly, what's the right affirmation? What's the right feeling that I need to have? What if it's not the right, I don't need to know exactly like, how is that, I don't know, business or partner or whatever experience going to arrive in my life? What if it's already a foregone conclusion that it's possible for me because I literally showed up here on this earth in order to be the medium through which that could fucking arrive? It's not a mistake that I have this desire. It was like I showed up here in order to be the channel to bring that desire forward. Right? And when you can start to think about that, the next sort of level of wisdom or awareness that is slowly creaking open for me is tying back to the sense of alignment, right? How much do we hear that we need to be aligned with the outcome that we want to have? And I'm like, okay, but I feel like I am. I don't know how else to be like that. And excuse me, when I was reflecting on this earlier, I'm going to share this little visual for you. When I was reflecting on this earlier and understanding, I've been so focused on trying to align, but I've been focused on the wrong thing. What I had this visual sense of like, oh my God, I have been aligning myself. I have seen, I just have this sense of this like huge reservoir that is like the container of some of my biggest desires. And I can see it. I can fucking feel it. I know it's there. It's this huge reservoir, and I felt frustrated for fucking years because I'm like, well, why the hell am I damming it up? And in today's visualization, what I realized was, well, I've been aligning with it, but I've been aligning with the straw that is stuck in the wall of the dam. And so, yes, of course, it's trickling through, but it's trickling through a fucking drinking straw. So I'm like, but it's all right there. What's going on? And it's like, well, you're aligned, but you're just aligned to this one small bit because I keep thinking this is where I need to align into, when actually I'm the fucking channel. I am the medium through which this is arriving. And I'm like, oh. So if I'm the medium, what would that look like for me? So I want you to play with that a little bit over the next week. Think about a desire. Go big if you want to, go small if you want to, but think about a desire that you have. Play with one that you've had for a really long time, that you're just like, oh my God, this would be amazing. Like, this is a true heart's desire, okay? Not a socially conditioned desire, like I need to have the size 2 body when you're just never fucking going to be size 2. Or, I don't know, you need to drive Ferraris to work when you're not really that crazy about Ferraris, and who the fuck wants to drive to work every day anyway? Like a true heart's desire, something that has just been on your heart for longer than you can possibly remember. Those are my favorite kind of desires when I think about it. And play with this question of, so what if I'm not the one manifesting it? What if I'm actually the channel for it? I am the medium through which that arrives. And see what comes up for you. All right, my loves, as I mentioned last week, I still have some spots open for some one-on-one coaching. So if you would like to work together in a one-on-one container, we can either do single session, we could do multiple sessions. I'm pretty flexible in terms of how to align in with folks at this current time in my biz. I would love and really honor the opportunity to work with you one-on-one. I'm really fucking good at it, just a heads up. And if that does interest you, then reach out to me. You can reach out to me on the DMs through Instagram or TikTok. The handles for both are in the show notes. And if potentially I have the coaching page up on the website, I will put that into today's show notes as well. If it's not there, then it's just not there. All right, my loves, have an amazing, amazing week. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for being the medium. Pretty excited for what we're here to create. Bye for now. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you loved what you heard today, be sure to share it with me by leaving a review on your favorite podcast platform and help me reach more like-minded people who are ready to expand their life. If you haven't yet followed me on social media, find me on Instagram for extra love and inspiration by following @AmyVanMeal or visit my website at amyvanmeal.com. I love you so much, babe, and I am damn proud of you. I am already excited to connect in the next episode. And in the meantime, believe in yourself with the confidence of a 5-year-old.